paid to get into the park, so I'm hoping this isn't a separate fee. Also known as the Flying Draco Trail. Some of the birds we can see along the way. Okay, here we are on the Canopy Walk, which is, wow, look down there, below my feet. I don't know how far that is, but it's a long way. Epiphytes. Anyways, yeah, wow, beautiful, look at this. That's why they call it Canopy Walk, because you can walk above the canopy of the forest. And I'm assuming all these welds are healthy. This place was built finished as of 2015, so it's only 9 years old, but you know, that doesn't mean that stuff can't go wrong. Like just walking on these panels is kind of scary to me, but they look healthy. Anyways, I'll stop blabbering. Look at that, beautiful. I don't even know if this camera can do it justice. Oh, here's one of the scariest things. A clear panel. This one's kind of dirty, so I don't think you can see down there, but it feels solid. Still scary. Pretty awesome, huh? Then over there is like a restaurant and gift shop and all that stuff. People hanging out in there. Man, this is wild. Gosh. Oh. Normally, this would scare the crap out of me. And it does, but I'm actually surprised how willing I am to stand on this. It just looks like it's been stood on so much that it's been tested. Beautiful mountains off in the distance there. As usual, each different layer of mountain distance has a different level of haze, so you can see it's further and further because your eyes really can't tell how far anything is back here. Max 4 people per square meter, which I don't really know. Look at these beautiful plants down there. From here it's hard to tell, but those leaves look about 6 feet long, like each leaf. Freaking wild, man. It's like some dinosaur shit. It's a little pond way down there. Can you see it? Wonder what lives in that pond. And then this one tree here is growing all the way from the bottom all the way up there, rising above the canopy. Funny thing, that tree doesn't even look very doesn't look like it's part of this. Well, it just doesn't look very like jungly. It almost has like a forest type of feel to it, but it is long and gank. In fact, it's actually quite amazing how thin that is. A few hundred feet tall. And there's like radio antennas hidden within the brush. This goes way down there. And then right here, sort of covered up by vines and stuff, that's like a radio antenna. Oh, and there's even like a little box here with a ladder where somebody can go down and do maintenance. Just like in the video games, Far Cry and all that stuff. You guys know what I mean. Wow. I really don't know if this camera can do it justice as far as the just how far it is down there. And the depth. Ooh, some of these panels are a little more bouncy than the others. Ooh, look at that. Beware of insect. No jumping? No worries from me. I'm not going to be jumping. No smoking. Okay, Draco maculatus. That's kind of the mascot of this place. It's also known as a spotted flying dragon. It's a unique type of flying lizard native to Southeast Asia. So they're from around these parts, and that's what the little logos on all the signs are, is that flying dragon lizard. Pretty wild. Yeah, this is like straight jungle, guys. This is like from, like the Predator movies. And of course, we're in the same region as like Vietnam, and most people from the United States know of Vietnam through the Vietnam War, especially through movies and stuff. And like, this is what you'd see is guys marching through this dense jungle trying to make warfare and stuff like that, which is absolutely insane. And just the fact that people came through here at all and blazed paths through this thick stuff is pretty mind-boggling. Up ahead, there's a sort of an ascending pathway. It goes up and then over to that section. Ooh, I'm trying to keep my feet on the thick parts because even as I'm walking right now, there's little pings that are pinging. That sound of metal just moving the slightest bit from where it's supposed to be. Going up. This is a good 30-degree. Holy crap. It's hard to show. Yeah. It's more steep than it seems. Now you can see a big wide sort of panorama here to a little basin. The rest of the bridge continues over there, but look down there, guys. I showed those leaves earlier that were 6 feet long. Some of those could be 7 or 8 feet down there. Freaking huge. Bunch of different vegetation, all different types. But it looks like there's half a dozen or 10 different species that seem to be popped up everywhere. Musa itinerans, wild bananas, indigenous to Southeast Asia, huh? By the way, people, that's definitely what bananas were supposed to look like originally. Most of the ones that you eat these days are, engineered or bred to be that easily eatable sweet thing that you eat without any seeds and stuff. Hemiparasitic plants. So a lot of these plants that sort of grow over the trees, they're actually, they can do some photosynthesis on their own, but they actually take from the trees and stuff as well, and they grow that way. So look back, this side of the bridge. Man, that's a long way down. Okay, and it looks like we're coming up to... Oh, okay, there's sort of an end point here. I thought it kept going around in a circle, but I guess that's like the cap of the trail. Surrounded by glass. Ooh, I would be the single guy that this thing gives away on. Look at that. Off in the far, far distance, past those trees, there's a gigantic house. It looks like a mansion or something over there. This has been a pretty cool walk. The Canopy Walk has been pretty sweet. Definitely lets you get a feel for how much thickness and levels of vegetation and nature are in these mountains, which from far away, from Chiang Mai and stuff, you just see all the beautiful green with little clumps that look like trees, but you don't really get to see the detail. And the detail is definitely here. Yeah, and bonus, I didn't know there was the glass bottom walkways, or that I know that this whole thing was going to be see-through, and yet I'm doing it without much fear, expecting that any step could be my last, but still, I'm making it. I would have thought that the plexiglass thing would have scared me to death, but I did it, so hey, you know what? Chalk one up for me. Here's the curve coming back. Going back down, there's going to be this descent over here. I don't know if the camera shows it right, but this is straight up going down. Like, put anything with wheels, it's going down here without stopping. And I just saw a woman being pushed by a wheelchair, or she was on a wheelchair being pushed by somebody in her family, and I was like, oh man, this part must have sucked. Alright, we're looking at Doi Mon Quam Long. That's the far distant mountain over there. The legendary. So that was the Canopy Walk. If you come out to the Queen Sirikit Botanical Gardens, you can definitely come try this out. I don't know if it's a separate price or not, but they let me in with my ticket because I was just one person and I paid the entry fee to the park. So now let's see if I end up actually going into the park or just making this walk. I'll find out in a moment. So here's that lovely gift shop with all sorts of goodies in here. Clothing, snacks, cool items, books on botany and stuff, learning about all the plants in the area. And get some handmade bags and stuff. Pretty cool. Queen Sirikit Botanical Garden bus. Pretty nice. It's a sweet gig driving that bus, man. I wish I had that job.